Introduction. Electric cell is a source of electric energy. To make a liquid cell, get 2 injection bottles. Take a wire and connect the zinc plate of one injection bottle with the copper wire of the other bottle. Fill both the bottles with sulfuric acid. Carefully close the bottles with caps in which the copper wires and zinc strips are inserted. Take a LED and attach 2 wires to its 2 terminals. Touch the wire from one terminal to the copper wire of the first bottle and the wire from the other terminal to the zinc plate of the second bottle. You will notice the LED glows brighter. Dry cell. Dry cell consists of a chemical energy into electrical energy. A dry cell consists of a container made up of zinc metal. The container also serves as the negative terminal in the center. A carbon rod with a metal cap serves as a positive terminal. The 2 terminals of an electric cell are called positive and negative. The carbon rod is surrounded by a mixture of carbon particles and a chemical called ammonium chloride. The dry cell can supply electric current for a certain time. After that, its chemicals get exhausted and it cannot be used anymore. Circuit diagram. Simple switch is used to close the circuit. A bulb, battery and switch are connected. A circuit using symbols is called a circuit diagram. We can observe the sequence in which the cell, bulb and switch are connected in the circuit. If the switch is in on position, the circuit is complete from the positive terminal of the battery to its negative terminal. The circuit is then said to be closed and the current flows throughout the circuit constantly. When the switch is in the off position, the circuit is incomplete. It is said to be open. No current flows through a part of the circuit. Series and parallel circuits. Series. In the series circuit, electricity has only one path to flow through. All the electrical components are connected in this path. If any one of them is not functioning properly, the circuit will be incomplete and no current flows through any part of the circuit. Connect the bulb to a cell using copper wires and observe the intensity of light. Parallel circuit. A parallel circuit has more than one path from the flow of electricity. Each bulb in the circuit is connected in a separate path through which electricity can flow. Connect 2 cells as shown. In this method, the positive terminal of the first cell and the negative terminal of the second cell are connected to the bulb. We may use 3 or 4 cells in the same manner. The bulb glows brighter and brighter. 2 or more cells joined together form a battery. The battery cells in the torchlight are kept in series. Connecting electrical cells in parallel. Take 3 dry cells. 3 positive terminals of the 3 cells are connected together and all negative terminals are connected together to a bulb. The bulb glows brighter and brighter. Connecting electric bulbs in series. Connect 3 torch bulbs in series to a dry cell. Observe the brightness of each of the 3 bulbs. Now, connect one more dry cell with the first cell. Observe the brightness of each bulb. Then connect one more dry cell in the series with the first 2. In series connection bulbs, if one bulb gets fused, all the other bulbs in the series will stop glowing. It means that if one bulb is disconnected, the other bulb do not glow. These series bulbs used in decorative items at the time of marriages and other festivals. Connecting bulbs in parallel. One end of each of the 3 bulbs are connected to one wire. The other end of the 3 bulbs are connected to another wire. These 2 wires are connected to a cell. All the 3 bulbs glow dimly. If one bulb is disconnected, the other 2 bulbs continue to glow. This can be observed in our household electric circuit. All components in our houses are connected in parallel. Heating effects of electric current. The electric appliances like electric iron, electric cooker and electric heater contain a coil of wire made up of nichrome. This coil is called filament of the appliance. When these appliances are switched on, their filaments become red hot and give out heat. The filament of an electric bulb gets heated and starts glowing and gives out light. Wastage of electricity can be reduced by using tube lights in the place of bulbs and compact fluorescent. Electric fuses. A fuse is a small piece of wire made of a special alloy that gets heated quickly and melts. When excessive electric current flows through a circuit, the wire or the appliances may get heated and can catch fire. To avoid fire, a safety device known as fuse is connected in series in the circuit. The fuse wire gets hot and melts. This leaves a gap in circuit. Automatically, the circuit is broken and flow of electricity is stopped. This protects appliances from getting burnt. Miniature circuit breaker (MCB). These days, miniature circuit breaker is increasingly being used in place of fuses. These are switches which automatically turns off when current in a circuit exceeds the safe limit. It has a switch which goes off automatically if there is overheating. This breaks the circuit. If we turn them on, the circuit is once again complete. Electricity is measured in units. If we look at the bulbs, we will notice that they are marked in watts: 25 watts, 40 watts, 60 watts, 100 watts. The wattage measures how powerful the bulb is. The brighter the bulb, the higher its wattage and the more the electricity used by it. 1 kilowatt is 1000 watts. When any appliances of 1 kilowatt is used per hour, it will use upon 1 unit of electricity. Wastage of electricity can be reduced by using fluorescent tube lights in places of bulbs. Wasting electric means depriving someone else for electricity. We should use electricity carefully and only when it is needed. If not, the bills also goes up. Michael Faraday, 1791 to 1867 MF, built the first electric generator or dynamo in 1831. He also invented the transformer.
మా వీడియో కనుక మీకు నచ్చినట్లయితే లైక్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి. ఇలాంటి మరిన్ని వీడియోస్ కోసం మా ఛానల్ని సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకోవడం మాత్రం మర్చిపోకండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ ఫర్ వాచింగ్.